Welcome everyone. In today's video we're going to be removing recovery partitions from a drive that previously had Windows installed. So right here I have a 1 terabyte hard disk that I cloned. It was previously in a laptop. It was only a 5400 RPM hard disk, so I decided to replace it with a solid state drive. If you haven't seen the previous video on how to clone hard drives, go ahead and check that out. But here what we're going to do is we're going to repurpose this drive, and we're going to remove all the partitions in order to free up all of the free space on the drive. There's a tricky way to remove two of the partitions that are taking up 1.5 gigabytes. Here it's pretty easy. I'm in disk management in Windows 10. It allows you on some of the partitions to remove or delete the volume. It asks you if you want to do that. You say okay, and then it turns it into an unallocated space. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete the volumes that I can in disk management. But as you see in these two recovery partitions, sometimes you get two, sometimes you get one, depending on how Windows was installed on your machine. When you right click on this partition, it only gives you a help sign. It doesn't allow you to actually delete it. And so we're going to go through and do that. So we're going to have to get out of disk management and go ahead and type in command prompt or open up command prompt. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open up disk part. So disk part, and then that opens up a separate dialog box. Type list disk, and it shows you all of the disks that are attached to the computer at this time. And so if you remember correctly, these are the same disk numbers that disk management use. So we're going to go ahead and select disk 3, and in order to select, you simply type select disk and then whichever number it is. So in this case it's disk 3. You can then list the remaining partitions by saying list partition. And here it shows the two recovery partitions. Had we not removed the two partitions before that, it would show all four. But here, these are the only two left. Like I said, the rest is considered unallocated, and then we'll go ahead and we'll reformat that when we're finished with this step. So here we just select the partition number, and now that this partition number is selected, we're going to go ahead and just delete partition. So here you type delete, delete partition override. That's with 2 R's. Okay, and it says it's successfully deleted. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to list partitions again just to show you that. And now we only have one partition, and that's partition 4. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to delete the other one. And if you're not familiar with using command prompt, one of the things you can do is you can use the up-down arrows to use previous commands instead of having to type it out again, and that could save you some time. So now, if we list partitions, there are no partitions on the disk, and we've successfully removed all of the partitions. Now we can go ahead and take a look at disk management again. It's now all unallocated, and you can create a new simple volume, which is pretty easy. It's just a few steps. NTFS if you're looking to use it for Windows. If not, there are some other options if you're looking to use it for Linux. But that's how you do it from beginning to end. Thanks for watching.